Hello, and welcome to Le Castellet. We are here in France for the Tier 1 race, and I'm joined once again by Will Swan, but also Jeff Pavich. Do you want to say hello, boys?
It finally does something, does Jeff Pavich?
I'm a shy one. I don't like speaking.
Oh. Well, that's not good, considering you are going to be commentating this entire race. But we are down at the track now, and we're going to be waiting for these drivers to come out for the short qualifying session we are having here today, due to not many people wanting to race this track for some reason. But there are your compound tyres that are going to be available to the drivers, C4, C3 and the C2, by the mid-range of the Pirelli compounds, and yeah, it's going to be interesting. There's a lot of strategy play you can do here. There's a lot of places to go in side by side with other drivers, so it could get a pretty spicy race. We've got Wesley Caspers leading Alex Fox-Johnson, and then Gotting, the Haas driver, in the standings at the moment. And so hopefully this leaderboard will kick into play before we get the session underway. And it also does it seem like no one's going out? What's going on?
Mine seemed frozen.
Really eager.
Yeah, mine seemed frozen for a while, but then it's just started the timer now, so it should be starting now, I think.
Yes.
And I hear an engine firing up.
I can as well, I believe. It sounds like a Mercedes.
He's not
It's a
spending
Red
that much
Bull.
that he knows
Oh,
the
it's a Red Bull.
It's a Red Bull. Hey.
Red Bull and someone else.
And an Alpine.
Haas.
I know,
Yep, an
Aston Martin
Alpine.
and a Haas. I think it's the Haas that's going to be out first, which I believe is Katana in P9. Is that? I don't know. 8.
There's Katana's in
7?
the garage. Hey. What?
Oh, it's Gotting. It's Gotting.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
Is it? No, it says both of them are in the garage.
Oh wait, so it
Both?
wasn't a what?
It's an Alfa Romeo.
Jeff, you're
Skalski.
giving me the wrong information here already. God.
It's Skalski and P12.
But here we go. It's our first car out on track. Here in what's this track called? Fucking
The Castellet.
Paul Ricard.
Paul
For Paul
Ricard.
Ricard, that's the one. First track out, first car out on track here at Paul Ricard, and try not to get too dizzy with all the lines that are going to be shown here today. I'm sure the bit rate is going to absolutely love this track, and yeah, we're going to have Kasper Skalski, who is actually a Tier 2 driver, but reserving for his fellow teammate in Tier 1. Who is that? Molo?
Molo.
So
Yeah.
you're going to have to bear with me because I only commentate Tier 3, as does Swan, so we don't know many of these people's names.
I did Tier 1 last week, though. I've got my practice.
True. Yeah, you've got more
I'm very
practice than me.
familiar with the names. Would like to mention we already had a spin by one of the Tier 2 reserves.
Which one? Kizio?
It was Rico van Basten.
He's a Tier 2 reserve.
Yes.
Oh, I thought he was
He's
just
a Tier 2
1.
driver reserving for Tier 1.
Okay, yeah.
But we have Kasper Skalski running the final few corners here to start his first flying lap, and the first flying lap of the qualifying session. He's going to be leading us away from the start-finish line into turn 1 and 2. Very tricky set of corners to get right consistently. We might see a few spins or side-by-side moments through these two corners in the race, but he looks like he's done that pretty well. Here he goes now, down into turn 4. I believe that is actually classed as turn 4 here because of that little kink in the straight. Turn 6, very difficult corner as well. A lot of understeer kicking through there. And then once again turn 7, very hard to get the power down. It's a tricky circuit, this Paul Ricard circuit, but Haas there getting out of the way of Kasper Skalski as he comes down to the chicane. I'm sure we'll see some dives here in the race, as we commonly do.
There's
I've had my
Red
first
Bull
spin. Yep.
Oh,
Kizil's had his first
Kizil.
spin.
on his hot lap.
Also a Tier 2 driver reserving today for Red Bull. Not ideal for him, but, you know.
well here comes Skalski now. Through, what is this corner called? It's called something very weird. I can't remember what it was.
Charles Leclerc killing his championship.
I remember
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
exactly what that corner's called, yes.
Yes, very loose on the rear end, Skalski. Coming at the final few corners now.
Yeah, it's looked like a pretty tidy lap though, so far. I'm sure we'll see a few faster times though come in, as our championship leader actually just started a lap. And there goes Skalski across the line, 1:31.1. I think we will see faster than that this session.
Yep.
Let's head down to...
Leon Peel already beat it by 9/10 of a second. So
I'm on
maybe
the
not
wrong fry driver. P6. And here is Wesley
Championship
Kasper's.
leader.
definitely one of the drivers you want to watch today.
Yeah.
Definitely a good shout for Poole as well, but we do have quite a few grid penalties going on. So Fox Johnson's actually invalidated his lap. So you know, one of Casper's contenders in the championship.
Yeah, although he might be 20 points behind, it can all flip around. We're only at the halfway part of this season. Another 7 rounds to go after this one. So
Two more laps coming in. Both the Alpines, Ryan Kennedy in the McLaren, and Jack Harrington in the Williams. All of them setting pretty respectable times so far.
I would like to add on to the Casper's thing you mentioned. It is just he DNFs once and Alex wins, and Alex is leading.
exactly. And not a great weekend out for him in Austria. I mean, he got a sprint race win, but obviously having these final few laps being as hectic as they were,
Gotting goes
DNFing
past
at the
it
end.
as well.
Yeah, Gotting now up to the top of the
Casper's
leaderboards. But
goes
Casper,
even faster.
yeah, quickly replacing that, just a tenth, 1.7 tenths ahead of Gotting. Who else have we got on the lap coming around now? Is it the Haas of Katana?
He's not on a hot lap, I don't think.
No, he's invalidated.
Casper's
Aston
his
Martin-
teammate has just started the lap. It would be I don't want to butcher his last name.
Yeah, the next it's Trainmakers, isn't it?
That's the one,
Trainmakers,
yeah.
something like that, yeah. He'll be the next one. to set a
Alex.
lap. Alex Trainmakers, yeah. We'll refer to him as Alex for today.
Yeah. We'll refer to the other Alex
This
as
is on Haas
Johnson.
of Katana as he starts his hot lap there, turn 1. It's to be expected at France, though. Turn 1 and 2 can be a bit of a nightmare for keeping the rear end in touch.
Yeah, so I think if people that are running the lower wing setups here today to get the speed down the straights and the overtaking done might struggle through the first 2 corners and then the sector 3. But trying to make us coming through the Carlos Sainz team order corner and into the Charles Leclerc Championship gone corner, because we definitely know all the technical names to these corners.
Yep.
But
We're professionals.
actually, what I can do is if I do this and go on the Halo HUD, it tells me what corner he's on. So turn 12, he is currently going through here, and up now to turn 13, and the final few corners, 14 and 15. I knew they were the last 2 corners, I promise, not because of the Halo overlay. But back on the power for Shrine Makers, he's going to be short on fuel, I think, on his in lap. But what has he managed to pull out of this lap? It's a 1:30.339, puts in P4. Quite a bit off his teammate, though, it must be said. And now he's
Questionable.
yeah.
That is
Um,
interesting.
that is one way to get back to the pits.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else on the lap? I think the Haas of Katana is actually on the lap now, possibly.
No,
no,
because
yeah, he's
Friday.
going
he
in.
pulled the turn 1. But
Kizil's on the lap.
Kizil's just started a lap, yeah.
What position is he in? 12?
He's P12.
Yeah. Let's watch him. Currently
Lap.
reserving for Red Bull, I believe. Haas TP,
Indeed.
which is a bit of a weird combination, but who knows?
Not
Going
too
through
sure.
turn 6 at the moment. Seems to be taking this all right so far. We saw him have a spin here on his outlap before.
I have a
He's
feeling the
taking
game's
it all right
bu-
this time. It's saying purple sector 1 in game, but that is not true.
Yeah, that's
Um,
why I feel like the game's definitely bugging because I'm not sure if Kizil and Kaspers are quite on the same pace.
I don't think Kizil has it in them to set a purple lap compared to any of the drivers in here.
Nah, me neither. No offense to him, but you know.
Yeah, he's
He's a quick driver in his respect,
we're
but
saying purple sector 2
maybe
as
not
well.
as quick as.
He's currently 4 tenths down on Casper's time, so he's currently faster than Casper's teammate. It is worth noting. But here he comes now through
He does have
turn
final
11.
Does have the final sector to navigate though. You do have to.
He does, and this is the way you make and break your lap. It's so many technical
Very-
corners through here, and you've got to be really careful on some of these curbs as well, especially with the ride height you could be running around this track. It's a very high-speed track, but also a lot of high-speed corners as well to go with that. Here he comes now at the final corner, back on the power for Kizil, DRS open wide. And up to the line, what is it going to be? I think it's a
Not a bad lap.
130.4. No, it's not a bad lap. Ahead of Van Tende. Is that Van Tende? Oh, there's too many
Yeah,
Vans.
he's
It
in
is,
he's in an Alpine sandwich
He's
with
an Alpine
Van
sandwich.
Basten, Van Tende, but he is 300 clear of Van Tende and 500 behind Van Basten, so it's very close there.
And obviously this being Alpine's home race, they'll be wanting a good result here. So let's see what they can do. Who's going to be next across the line? I think it might be... Oh, is it the other Haas? No,
No, I think it's Jack Harrington,
Jack
but he's
Harrington.
He
invalidated,
has invalidated.
but then I think it's Skalski behind him, or is it Fox Johnson?
Van Ende was, I think he's doing another lap right now, so.
If you guys can... was it
I think
Van
it's Fox-
Tende?
I think it's Fox Johnson.
Fox Johnson, okay. Here he is, Mr. P2 in the championship. Let's see how he can do on his first proper lap out there today. I think he said he invalidated his other lap. He's currently 700ths down on Wesley Casper's time. Fastest sector 1 though for the Mercedes driver, as he now heads into turn 11. A little bit of that inside curb. Want to keep it as tight as you can to this next curb. Runs it a little bit wide, but very close to the track limit, so very well kept there. Swinging it into the left-hander here. Back onto the outside curve, getting as much speed carried through that corner as he can. And now into 13 and 14. There you go, perfectly done there. Swings it back in. This corner, very hard to get perfect every single lap, but he's done it pretty well there. Bit of a snap on the exit curve there, but up to the line, it's looking pretty solid. And it is provisional pole for Alex Fox Johnson, 29.626. A very solid lap there.
It's not bad for a sick man.
No. Yeah, so
Skalski, by the way, did just cross the line after him, and he improved by half a second. Sorry, but did Ryan Kennedy? Yeah, Ryan Kennedy.
Oh, and then Peel's just set one faster than Ryan Kennedy. A 29.8 for Myron Peel. Last time out's race winner, of course. After that very dramatic end to Austria. And
Casper's start another lap as Van Tende comes to end one just behind him. Currently, he's improving by 3.5 tenths. So let's see where this lap's going to put him.
God, it's very confusing that both Alpines are
a van.
Yeah. But Van Tende crossing the line there. 130.1 for him. Should be right on board with Wesley Caspers. We know he likes to show his qualifying prowess. So let's see what he can do here. 3 turns. Wait, what? 3 and 4? I thought that was 6.
I'll let you know how Gotten does as he's about to cross the line here on a hot lap, and he gets a 29.9. Doesn't improve positions, and he didn't improve on his time there. He's slower by about a tenth.
So here comes Caspers now, barreling it in to the chicane at the end of the straight, cutting that corner as much as he can, and running it very close to track limits. Oh, and he spun it!
Oh, yeah,
and that's wing damage.
Wow, that is 250,000. As we're having this dollars on the train.
Nerd stats.
Great British pounds.
Yeah, I'm not sure why the spreadsheet said dollars. It's disgraceful, but
Cartana is disallowing another lap. He seems to be really struggling out there at the moment.
Is he going for another fire straight away there?
I think he is. I think he might have disallowed that lap quite early on and pushed in on for another lap.
It might just be in his best interest to just set some sort of time.
Yeah, true.
Jeff Pavic knows wheel.
I mean, Harrington currently 1.7 seconds off Jeff Pavic. What do you think about that? Wait, when did Nydam go up to P3?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I mean, either way,
fella.
decent lap. He's 100 clear of Gotten, so it's very close between them two, as it was in sorry, not to mention Myron Peel actually. Only 200's behind, and just like it was in Austria, it's extremely close between a few drivers actually.
What are the grid pens? I don't.
Makers has one, I know that.
Yes.
I don't think anyone in the top.
No, Luhoff and Britain were the only other ones, right?
No,
I believe so.
I think I'll have a look. Lewis Piper, who isn't here, Archie Britton, who isn't here, Ryan Kennedy actually with a 3 place.
Oh, yeah.
Alex Strainmakers with a 3 place as well, and that's it.
Yeah, so Ferrari's second driver, Ferrari
race,
currently leading the championship here in Tier 1. Are going to have a driver a little bit further down the order, which won't be good for them. But with Caspers currently up there on the front row, it's looking good for Caspers.
Katana though.
Yeah, Katana coming up to the line now. Set his first lap in qualifying. Is he going to displace anyone? He is into the top 10 for the Haas driver, and his second ever outed, I believe, in Amethyst racing.
You've also now you've got
is on the hot lap currently.
Yep.
And he is, I believe, a 10th up.
He was definitely improving. I've seen that through Sector 2, but by how much we don't know until he truly crosses the line.
Is there Q1, 2, and 3? No, there is not. So it's just short quality today. As here comes Shinemakers now through the final 2 corners. Swings it into the right-hander. It's a very, very tricky corner to get right. But here he comes up now to the line, using all that battery and all of the gears that he can, and he crosses it, and up to P6 for him. That's 129.9 for the Ferrari man. And he takes the right line this time. Oh, he cuts it still a bit, but
he's going to want to get as best as a lap he can right now, because that 3-pace grid penalty is not going to be ideal for him on the race start.
Yes, and I believe we're going to have Kasper Skalski going out next, and there seems to be a Williams going out the pits as well. So we need to keep track of this because this could get hectic now towards the end.
Could indeed.
So let's try and keep an order here. We've got Skalski, Harrington, and it looks like a McLaren, either Kennedy or Nidam, coming out after these two.
It's Ryan Kennedy.
So you've got Skalski, Harrington, and then Kennedy so far. But yeah, a bit of a quiet dull in qualifying.
To be expected, though.
Like the main other, shall I say, attractions of Tier 1, that being who is third in the championship currently in Tier 1?
Gotting.
That is true. Well, in terms of other than them, like I think the current top 6 are like the usual main guys you watch out for.
Yeah.
With the exception of like Bento maybe, who's usually not very good in qualifying, but
yeah, but it's all to play for here today with 7 drivers not being here. And I mean, I kind of thought we'd put it on the calendar because it's not going to be in the next game. This is probably the last time it will be featured in Amethyst Racing for a while, because when the next game comes out, it won't be there. So thought we'd give it one more shot.
Same thing
And
they did with Portimao.
Yeah. So let's see. Anyway, and Skalski now coming up to turn 1, barrels it in. Nicely done through there, keeping it on the power. Can't use too much throttle there because you will lose the back end. And it's going to be a busy track now as the rest of them come out of the pit lane. But Skalski is flying through here so far into turn, what was apparently 4, but I thought it was 6. Don't know how I got that so wrong, but this is turn 6. Back on the power, could have maybe pushed it a little bit further to track limits there. Green sector 1 though, so he is improving as he'll activate the DRS for the first time this lap and fly down into the chicane. He's sure he'll be trying to cut as much of this inside curb as he can without invalidating his lap, just like that. And now going to be straightening his car up back up the hill into this very, very high speed right-hander. And he's currently only 4 tenths away from Wesley Caspers, currently on provisional. Oh no, currently on the front row. I don't know why it should be Caspers sector 1. Anyway, here he comes now into Charles Leclerc's favourite corner. Taking it very tight there and using a bit of the exit curb as well. Very wide entry, hooking it in, trying to get as close to that inside curb. The understeer just not allowing him to get any closer than that though, as he'll now approach the final 2 corners.
Jack Harrington's had a spin on his hot lap just behind him, so it's looking like he's not going to improve on that time. That's currently got him at the bottom.
Yeah, and I wonder if he'll get to the line in time, if he's got the fuel to do one more lap. But here comes Skalski now up to the line. What time is it going to be for Kasper Skalski? It's a 1:30.4. Puts him into the top 10 here in Tier 1. Now it's Ryan Kennedy next to cross the line, as the rest will be on an out lap. Going into the Charles Leclerc's favourite corner. I know it has a name, but I can't think of the name.
I
But
think
here,
someone said it in chat.
Wesley
they?
Caspers has just come out with sector 2, improving by 2.5 tenths, which would put him on provisional pole as of now.
But he invalidated his lap.
Has he? Oh, he has.
Yeah, Wesley Caspers has invalidated.
Wesley Caspers invalidating his possible final run in this session. But here comes Kennedy now up to the line. DRS active. What is it going to be? It's a 1:30.2 for Ryan Kennedy. Puts him P8 for now. It's at the end of his qualifying session. Who is next across the line?
It's Alex Fox Johnson, who's currently got
Johnson.
provisional pole. He's going to want to improve on that if he wants to keep it, because a lot of these drivers will definitely be improving by quite a bit.
They will, but Caspers will not be. He's in the pit lane now. It's his qualifying session over, as well as Shrinemaker's. What can Fox Johnson do? Can he extend his lead here in this qualifying session? Currently 800ths of a second to Wesley Caspers in P2, sharing the front row together once again. What can Alex Fox Johnson do as he comes up to the line? It is an improvement by nearly a tenth. It's a 1:29.4 for Alex Fox Johnson. As I think next cross line will be Sven Nidam.
It's not, it's Miron Peel just ahead of him.
Oh crap.
And Peel
Myron
sets a
Peel.
29.8, gets P4.
Oh, it's a P4. Nidam up to the line. It's
And he
P3
can't-
for Nidam. He can't improve 2/10 slower than his last lap.
Gotting next.
He did
Gotting
improve.
is next one.
Did he improve?
Yeah, he did improve
Oh.
by a tenth.
Oh, yeah.
Gotting's crossing
Johnson
the
won by
line now.
2/10, yeah, and he goes P2.
Cutting up to P2 on the front row alongside Alex Fox Johnson. Is that
And here comes Van Tende.
on
Sets
10 day?
it 30.0
Improves,
improving by
but doesn't
10.
improve his position.
Yep, and here comes Rico Van Basten, his teammate.
Van Basten
Improved
up to P7. Displaces his teammate.
Retired in the pits.
Kizo retiring in the pits. Is that everyone's crossed the line?
Harrington
no.
hasn't.
Harrington.
Yeah, Harrington spun on his hot lap and he's invalidated this one, so
So is that everyone else? I think everyone else has crossed the line.
That
So,
is true.
I think so, yeah.
oof, wow, okay. Well, that is it for this qualifying session. We are going to have a quick restart because we have grid penalties to put in place. Ryan Kennedy and Alex Schreinemakers.
Moving down 3 positions.
I don't think I'm saying his name. Schreinemakers.
Schrainmaker. That's how
Schrainmaker.
Luke said it. And he commentates on these every
Okay,
week. So.
Schreinemakers.
Schrainmakers. We'll
Yeah.
go with that.
I'm trying to see if anyone did put the name of that corner in chat because it'd be very helpful. Oh, it's called Boost. Oh my god.
Busso.
Basso. Basso? Basso. Is that how you say it? Correct me if I'm wrong, Monk. Just ask Max Housley if that's right.
That was uncalled for.
But Alex Fox Johnson is on pole position here. Got the Casale. Oh my god. The Cassale, alongside Gotting, Caspers and Nidam sharing the second row. Peel and Schreinemakers sharing a third row. The two Alpines actually occupying the fourth row of the grid. Kennedy won't be occupying the fifth row with Skalski. It'll be Skalski and Katana. Oh, actually, no. Schreinemakers won't be P6 either. He will be falling down to P9.
9. Yep, P9.
But there is your final classification. I'll grab the screenshots if you want, boys.
It is just a Dutchman galore. Look at how much.
Hell yeah.
It is.
I actually not noticed that.
I think more than half of the grid is Dutch.
Oh, this is
Yep.
actually so cool because there's no one in this lobby. I don't have to do 2 screenshots. I can just do 1.
There is 7 Dutch drivers out of 13.
Oh wow, half the grid. Over half the grid. This race is Dutch. That's
Wow.
the Max Verstappen effect.
Not actually, because I know fine well that Nidam despises Max Verstappen. So
True. So
he's actually a Lewis Hamilton fan from the Netherlands, so his head will be on a pitchfork soon. In his own home country.
what was the corner called? Bousse.
Bus-
Bousse. Bousse.
Out.
Buse.
Busse.
Bousse. 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 I think it's Bousse.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, go on, Connor.
What?
Nothing.
What? I didn't hear what you said.
Busse, mate.
We might have a wet raid.
See, I got it right. I told you. Monk's telling us I'm right. I don't know if Max Housley said I was right though, so I'm not sure.
Maybe Max Housley told him to say that.
True.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's pronounced Bussy. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
As
okay.
Pat said, yeah. Pronounce it Bussy, mate. Just do that all race.
I'm sure he has one of those.
Will
Easy
Fox
stuff.
Johnson use his pole to take the win?
Um,
Do I have a prediction going? Because we
actually,
should.
wait, when was the last time we had a pole sitter who wasn't Casper's?
He has a 5 in GCSE French. Yeah, but do you have a 6 in GCSE Spanish? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Did you save the settings of the last lobby, Swan?
I did.
Sweet. That means
However,
I can
that
make
would
the new
be-
lobby.
Yeah, okay, I will.
If you want, you can give me the ownership, so I'll do the grid. Or if you want to do the grid, it's up to you.
I don't mind it. However, you're gonna have to invite everyone, so you know.
That's fine. I'll invite everyone, and you can do the lobby. Yeah. Sound.
Fantastic. Right, there you go.
Oh, sorry. Nico Lan. Thank you for the follow. Probably butchering your name, but that's what we do here at Amethyst Racing. We say everything completely wrong.
Just because it's funny.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Poll ended. It was it's a tie. Don't know if anyone here on the stream has 2 monitors. However, there will be a stream for the Amethyst Esports ACC race happening in about 20 minutes time. So if you wanted to bring that up on your second monitor and just watch that in the background, I will be giving updates because I will have it on while commentating. But yeah, I'll give you updates. We are competing for a grand total of €1,000. How amazing.
Oh no, you should accept that invite I gave you. How about that one?
How about...
Instead of
No.
watching your ACC, mate.
I'm not watching it. It's not even live yet, mate.
Stop focusing on so
No
much.
more F1 stream, ACC stream now.
No more saying cuss words, guys.
Okay, we're not including that booth round. I can run your points if you want, but...
Yeah, I'm not sure. Nah, come on, because think about what Kosev
Come
said,
on.
right? You can squeeze that in.
Okay, fair enough.
These moves they make me get.
I'm
These
gonna
moves
break
make
my
me-
monitor.
We need to get Kosev up here so you can see it.
Right. I'm inviting a few people. If I invite you and you're already in the lobby, then you can cope realistically. Because it's actually like I don't see who's in the game. I'm not gonna match up everyone that's in the game. And they always send me a message like, "I'm already in the game." And it's like, okay.
Thanks.
Oh, Connor's complaining. Anything new?
NPC behavior.
I know. I've been in too many calls with you, mate. That's the problem.
Sharp.
You and your wobbly ankle. I'll be waiting to
want
clip
to
it without
speak.
any context. Says the league owner.
Illegal. I forgot to put myself as spectator and I was on the grid for a second.
Maybe.
Sure, you'd love to race.
Oh yeah, I would love a mate. Is everyone in yet? Nope. We're missing Fox Johnson.
The thing is, I can't do it on a move because when I make the highlights, I don't want it just to be completely out of context on the YouTube channel. Ah dear, I've been put in a sticky situation here, and that wasn't an including commentary line.
Yeah, Will's got a point. You just said beat it.
Beep it.
Can someone tell? Can someone tell Mr. Fox Johnson to stop throwing up? And Jeff.
Bruh.
Jeff, you can read that one. Go on.
God damn it. God damn it.
AFJ's restarting his game.
You know what? I'll say it. Bleep it. I have swamp art.
You heard it here first, folks.
Confirmed.
Have you made the grids one?
Well, I can't because Mr. Fox Johnson.
You can, because when he
Well, I
joins, you can just put him at the top.
Okay.
5.
Right. Shut up. Right, we've got Jack Harrington's at the back, isn't he? With Ryan Kennedy just ahead with the 3rd place.
Do you want me to read the grid out for you, mate?
Yes.
So, do you want it from the back?
Oh, no one clip that. No one clip that.
Right, it's Harrington. This is from
Okay.
P13 up, okay?
Yep.
Harrington, Kiziel,
Mhm.
Katana, Skalski,
Wait there. Katana. Galski. Yep.
Kennedy.
Yeah.
Tristan.
Yep, got it.
Yeah.
Van Tende.
Van Tende. Rico. Van. Oh God.
Van Basten.
Trainmakers. Peel.
Yep.
Nidam.
Yep. Caspers and
Caspers,
Gotten.
Gotting, Fox Johnson. Well done, mate.
We got a new word to say with Connor.
Hornswoggle.
Given how Connor
Guys,
agreed
you
that-
can't. Alright, we're in an intermission screen. I'm not going to remember to say this all in commentary. I've got to
Say it now. Say it.
I just said it. Hornswiggle. Erection. There you go.
Right, so the
Hornswoggle.
grid after penalties should be Fox Johnson, Gotten, Caspers, Nidam, Peel,
That made my
Rico Van-
Hornswoggle.
Rico Van Basten, Van Tende, Skalski, Schrinmakers, Katana, Kiziel, Kennedy, Harrington. Yes.
So,
Who's just left? Who has just left?
Oh. No, Peel just picked spectator.
Oh, what a muppet. The whole thing's jumbled now. Oh my god.
You can win a race, but you can't choose the right car in a bloody lobby!
Right, tell us how the grid should go with the penalties applied. So Schumacher has P9, Kennedy P12.
Is it just 3 places for those two?
Yes, so they should be P9,
So
P12.
Kennedy should be
P12, which is
P12 and
Schumacher P9.
yeah, P9.
And Peel was P5. I put them in the right place, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Happy days.
Would you like one last rundown just to make sure we're all good?
Just go for it.
Right.
When the race starts, say. Well, that's just not going to be said, is it? So.
Luke Martin's just sent us a clip of you saying if I would like it. Oh.
Swan likes his back blown out.
It's alright, he's got gonorrhea.
Yeah, Luke does have gonorrhea. Okay, you might want to add those.
Are we good to go? Alright.
Yeah,
If there's any engineers in here, just tell your driver to ready up. I'm also putting an announcement out.
Not a beat to it.
Boom!
Wow, he didn't put ready up. Fake. Not a real ready up.
Delete his reply so you're one.
You should probably put a limit on cooldown on this redemption. Yeah, I'm thinking the same. Or I could just not say it and scam a load of people out of channel points.
Nah, I think it's funny, mate.
Alright, you can say more then, mate.
I'm not saying them foreign words, like, because I can't do that.
Oh no, we're not saying that. That was, I mean, it could
Yeah,
mean
refund
anything.
that.
If anyone, wait, Will, Google translate what that is, just so we can ban him if it's
Yeah, we'll ban him,
Wait, no, that's my TP.
I misclicked.
Okay, never mind. It just says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights on, and now we're off.
Oh.
That's the translation.
Connor is the biggest NPC. I mean,
Okay,
Confirmed.
he's just put the lyrics of. I swear those are the lyrics of Erica. He's just put in.
That is the lyrics of Erica, yes.
Fantastic.
wait, what?
Who wants to have a go?
Yeah, who wants to sing
Connor, you
Erica?
should have a go. Connor, you should have a go.
Of what? Oh, no, I'm good.
Is it bad that I knew that he was talking about the lyrics of Erica from reading it?
I don't even know what Erica is.
Oh no.
Oh, Mike, you live under a rock. This guy really is an NPC.
Oh, maybe I just have a life.
I don't think we should be singing Erica because I'm pretty sure it was Nazi propaganda or something.
I believe it was.
So I'm not sure I should be singing.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's leave
yes.
it there. Let's leave it there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll say the words that were on it earlier, but oh god. I like Wily Old Fox. That was a good one, but this, I don't know.
Now you're just making me try to seem anti-Semitic, and I'm not having it.
No.
It's too far. Someone has highlighted the message Forza Ferrari. Do you think they like Ferrari?
Maybe.
Forza Ferrari into the wall.
Wait.
Well,
Charlotte
first of
Flash.
all, let me bring
Will,
up the
will
weather forecast,
Caspers
shall
will Caspers do a Leclerc? Is the question.
Will Caspers do Leclerc? This is where his championship goes downhill.
We need to get somebody to record his voice in that case. So we just hear him breathing and then
Yeah.
shout.
No.
No.
Are you okay?
Fox
Who
Johnson.
was Sanjay Pinala? Wow. It's Fox Johnson.
His own teammate is on pole. He doesn't even know.
Teammate.
The
I mean,
disrespect.
not necessarily.
As if Sanjay Pinala could ever be as
Luke
fast as-
Sebastian Zerbo.
Are they on the same?
not-
Are they on the same team? Are they on the same team?
They're in the same team.
Exactly.
There you go.
Teammate.
Toto Wolff and Lewis Hamilton aren't teammates, are they?
Well, yes, they are.
No. Anyways.
Anyway, 5 red lights here at Paul Ricard, and they are out, and we are away. Alex Fox Johnson getting a good start, but Gotting maybe getting the better getaway here as he heads into turn 1. It looks like he's going to be far ahead. Pulling alongside, I think he's already ahead. Casper's looking for the outside line, around the outside of Fox Johnson, all on the hard compound tyres, it's worth noting as well. As the forecast is saying it is going to be light clouds for most of this race. Fox Johnson and Casper side by side now as they head into turn 3. Casper's on the inside, Fox Johnson on the outside. We'll switch to Casper's on the outside, getting hit actually. Nidam goes through. Peeled now. Going to be looking for the outside line around the outside of Casper's at turn 5. And Kittel's out of the session.
Retired. He's had a massive crash with Jack Harrington at the back.
Is that safety? It's a virtual safety car.
I would like to
Virtual
mention
safety
that
car is now
the
now deployed.
Everyone is on the hards apart from Skalski, who's managed to start on the softs for some reason, and Katana on the mediums. But those are the only 2 runners not on the hards.
Wow.
But yeah, that was a good bit of action.
It was. Gotting now leading this race. Fox Johnson P2, Nidam P3, Casper's P4.
Jack Harrington is going to have to go into the pit lane, I think, because he does have an end
he
plate
is
missing.
missing an end plate.
Yeah. Not
But,
an ideal start for him.
Contact between the two championship leaders as well. Nidam keeping it up there in the top 3 at the moment, but Casper's will be hungry to get past the McLaren.
Who's going to get the jump
Jake.
on the VSC restart, though? Who's going to time it well?
Let's see. I'll ride on board with Fox Johnson, as we will be going green shortly, I believe. I hope. Is he going to get the George Russell start? They are back up to speed, I think, as he's looking down the inside here at the final 2 corners. A little bit of contact, wheel banging between the two. Alex Fox Johnson trying to find his way round the outside of the final corner. Gotting giving him a little bit of a push onto the outside curb. Yes, Fox Johnson has got the better drive on the wider line. Little bit of wheel banging down the straight. Alex Fox Johnson trying to push him as far to the right as he can, and Alex Fox Johnson is now taking the lead and set the fastest lap of the race. But Gotting trying to look down the inside as Nidam and Casper's going side by side into turn 1. Casper's retaking that P3 spot. Gotting running wide, losing a bit of time there to Alex Fox Johnson in the lead.
And Kasper Skalski might go for the dive here on Rico van Basten. He is going to on the soft compound, right up the inside. But Rico van Basten still holding it. I don't think he's going to be able to though, because those softs are very sticky. And there's contact.
Oh, contact
between
at the back.
Shoemakers and Van Basten there.
Kennedy running wide as well, trying to go around the outside of the Ferrari of Schrinemakers. But Katana and I don't know which van that is. Van Basten. Now battling out for P8. Katana now through.
That was quite an intense battle between.
Oh no. Update on the ACC event. The ACC servers are currently down.
Oh. We've had a nice little train of cars form from P1 to P6.
Yeah, they do seem to be filtering out after the race start and the VSC restart, yeah?
Yeah, at the moment it seems like Gotting and Fox Johnson have got the pace of Casper's as they come through Sector 3 now. And DRS will be enabled this lap though, so we might see some moves coming down the straight into the chicane.
Especially on the leader of this train, Fox Johnson. I think Gotting's definitely going to want to get this move done once again because, well, if he doesn't with the DRS, then, you know, that's sort of his hopes kind of gone.
Yeah,
Bit of an L.
Keep Casper sits the fastest lap. Was about to say, them two fighting ahead could just give Casper's an easy pass into P1.
Possibly. But worth noting that Nidam and Peel and Van
Tende.
What, is it Van Tende? Because the overlay just says Van, so I don't know. So Van Tende in P6, also keeping up this train. Skalski on the softs as well. And there's a bit of a gap to Katana, who actually, I think, has just broken the DRS line to Skalski ahead.
I have been asked, supposedly...
Skalski's making a move up the inside.
Skalski is making a move up the inside into the chicane. He's ahead now of the Alpine driver.
Anyways, Jeff.
Yeah, Sanjay Pinala says that Alex Johnson is desperate to lose his way after losing out the race last week.
Gotting now all over the back, though, of Alex Fox Johnson, coming into Sector 3. And, yeah, can't close up enough. It may be that Gotting is running a low wing setup, as he, or a high wing setup, sorry, as he comes through Sector 3. He's gaining time back, but I'm not too sure.
There's a spin. There's a spin at the back, is there not? For Alex
Yeah,
Shoemakers.
Schrinemakers.
Yeah. Did anyone see what happened?
I did not. I think it might have been a cut.
Him having quite a battle with Ryan. Well, not having a battle, but he was getting all sorts of out of shape when Ryan Kennedy was right on the back of him.
Skalski now setting the fastest lap, as you expect, on those soft compound tyres. Keeping up with his front train.
Nidam runs it a bit wide there. Is that going to invite Peel? I don't think so, but he can't afford to run wide much more because he's going to lose touch with the 3 ahead if he keeps on doing that. And that's not going to be ideal for his race at all.
Casper's closing in rapidly on Gotting here through goodness gracious, through this part of the track. He was a bit wobbly on the exit there, but he kept it nice and tight.
Well, let's see. Can Gotting close up enough into the chicane? He's going to pull out to the right, looking for the outside line now as he heads into the left-hander. Alex Fox Johnson running a bit deep there. Not enough space left for Gotting on the inside, but they both get through that all right. Is that going to allow Casper to maybe make a move here up the hill? onto the
Got a
Haas.
bit of a snap there, so
I don't think he's. I think he's going to stay in single file and tuck into the slipstream as we now head into Boots. I can't remember what this corner's called.
you just call it bussy, mate. It's funny.
But man, this action has given me an erection as we head through.
Yellow flags. What's that for? It's a split pass of Katana on the medium tyres.
Oh no! Oh, and I thought Rainmakers was off there. There's another yellow flag. Is that just the same one popping back up? I think it is.
Yeah. But there is quite a gap between Ryan Kennedy and Van Tende, so I wonder if that's to do with possibly the spin of Katana or any other sort of contact that might have happened.
Possibly, but I think it's looking like Gotting and Caspers are closer this lap to the back of the Mercedes. So I wonder if we'll see a bit of a change in position here. Caspers is looking very, very close to the back of Goting, as Max Housley likes to say. Rico there picking up a 3-second time penalty as well. And let's see if Alex Fox-Johnson can defend once again this lap from the Hungry Haas and the Ferrari behind. These three all at the top of the championship standings, and will all be wanting to take points away from one another this race. Let's see how many of them are going to take risks. It looked like Gotting eyed up the inside there, but he thought better of it. It does look like Alex Fox-Johnson is defending rather easily on the straight, so it does make me wonder if he's running a low-wing setup.
On is deploying though, he's going to go for the outside round
He is
here.
going for it.
Work?
Round the outside for Silas Gotting. He's going to go round the outside for the next corner as well. Side by side for the Mercedes and the Haas as they come through the exit. It's going to be Alex Fox-Johnson on the inside, Silas Gotting on the outside, onto the outside curb for the Haas driver. Down the inside of the next corner. It's going to be close stuff here as they come through. Alex Fox-Johnson off track. Silas Gotting's getting a bit of a snap on exit, but Alex Fox-Johnson maintains the lead.
There's a little bit of contact there, but not too much. Some pretty good hard racing there. But that's invited Kaspers right on the back of Gotting. He's only a tenth behind him now, and he's going to look for the better drive down the straight here. But Skalski goes into the pits on those softs.
And here he goes. Wesley Kasper's going past Silas Gotting now on the straight. DRS enabled. And it is going to be Gotting now chasing after Alex Fox-Johnson into turn one. Here they come. The two championship leaders now going to be battling it out for first place in this race. It looks like Kasper's getting off track there as well. Maybe picking up a warning.
Gotting must be running quite a high wing setup, you'd imagine, because he seems to be losing so much time on the straights when he's not deploying any battery.
True.
I believe he's got, in terms of battery power, I think he's got the least out of the front runners.
But it is going to be Kasper's now chasing Fox-Johnson down the straight. Let's see what he can do. Is he running any low wings that might allow him to catch up to the back of the Mercedes? So far, it looks like both Gotting and Kasper's struggling to catch up down the straight. Let's see what they can do through the next sector. So what, I can bring up the fastest sectors for us. Try and get a feel on who's running what setups. Harrington actually got the fastest first sector so far. Skalski occupying the second sector, as you expect, with those soft tyres at the start of the race. Peel also holding the third sector.
Greenberger's getting a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings there, but Kasper seems to be getting closer and closer to Fox-Johnson. I wonder if he's going to save the move for the DRS straight down past the pit lane.
Possibly.
I expect him to really go for a move before.
I'd like to let you know, by the way, Connor, you have been clipped saying the
Oh, I know. I was expecting that before I even said it, mate. Of course I would be.
Yeah, I've been sent it. It's fantastic. But anyways, Kasper's going to want to get the drive here on the DRS. He's not deploying any battery yet. Is he going to think better of it and try down the back straight? I think he is.
He's still got a lot of battery to play with. More perhaps than Gotting behind. So it could get...
Fox-Johnson's pretty level with him on battery. So Fox-Johnson and Kasper's not really doing much differently here.
Let's see what can Kasper's do here. It's all about nailing this exit out this corner. It gives you the drive down the straight. He's using some ERS already. And here he goes, tucking into the slipstream once again. DRS active. The rear wing is open. He's got the overspeed. He pulls out to the right of Alex Fox-Johnson. Here he goes now, flying down into the chicane. The DRS slams short. Alex Fox-Johnson on the inside. Then now Kasper's on the inside. Alex Fox-Johnson looking for the switchback, looking for the better drive up the hill.
Kasper's got to snap as well, so that's definitely not going to help him.
It is not. Alex Fox-Johnson drawing alongside here, up the hill.
They're going to go side by side through here, just like Gotting and Fox-Johnson did a few laps ago.
They are. Fox-Johnson holding the inside line still. Into the next right-hander. There's contact between the two. Caspers is off the road. Is that going to like invite Gotting down the inside? No, it's not. Gotting holds position in P3, but Caspers gets a big snap and falls a few tenths off the back of Fox Johnson.
Caspers and Fox Johnson now, they've used up so much of their battery. If Gotten was saving behind there, he could deploy and catch one of them out when they do that again. If they do that again. That was some,
But the gap to Caspers and Alex has increased now, so it gives Alex a bit of breathing room.
he is going to need it. He's going to need to recharge that battery for the next attack, that's for sure. But he is also going to have problems with that whilst he's trying to shake Caspers off the DRS.
Very true.
Before suspicions of him running lower wings are true, it means he will recharge faster than both of them behind him.
Well, once again, Caspers is going to be looking for a setup here out of turn 6 and up the hill. Here he goes, as wide as he can through there without picking up another warning. And as he comes down the straight, let's see what kind of speed he's going to be hitting here. Alex Fox Johnson is flashing, so he's used a bit of battery. How much does Caspers have left? He has about 20% left in the tank, but he's not going to look for the move here. And going to settle behind once again. But as he heads up the hill, you get a lovely toe here, all the way up to Charles Leclerc's favourite corner.
We'll see.
See, does Caspers go for a move into one of these corners, or does he keep it until the DRS straight?
I don't know, I think at this point in the race you want to play it patient. Hard compound tyres for the top 8 here. So Nydam and Peel aren't technically out of this. If they go for the undercut, they could find themselves ahead of these guys. So they want to play this safe. They don't want to be caught up in any stupid incidents where it'll give them wing damage and ruin their race, because these guys are all so close. They're guaranteed to lose, you know, positions to the top 8. As here goes Caspers once again with the DRS assistance down the pit straight. He's closing on Alex Fox Johnson, but it just isn't enough. And he'll be looking to make the move down the next DRS straight, I'm sure. But
Seems to be his tactic so far. Every lap we spent behind Fox Johnson, and it did nearly work.
It did, but Fox Johnson is not going to defend easy to these guys. He wants to make it as high as he can. He's got to close that gap up in the championship. He's got to finish ahead of these two. It looked like Fox Johnson maybe ran a bit wide there. Actually, picked up another warning. I've seen a few of them.
Like ran a bit wide. Not an ideal exit, because Caspers was gaining before any battery was deployed or the DRS was opened.
Caspers is closing. He's right behind the Mercedes, going into the brake zone. A bit of a snap there, opposite lock as he hit the inside curb, but he keeps it going in a straight line. But we'll have to settle behind Fox Johnson once again as he heads into sector 3.
There's a yellow flag for a spun Alpine of Tristan Van Tende.
Oh, and there's contact with Kennedy.
Wow. I'm not sure you'd rejoin a track like
And
that.
Kennedy got a 5 second for that.
Time penalty.
This game continues to amaze me.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one.
Let's head back up to the lead of the race with Wesley Caspers. Still only 2 tenths away from Alex Fox Johnson. Gotting either conserving or falling off a bit from the front two. Not too sure what his battery level's looking like. Should we have a quick look? Let's see. Oh, he has been recharging. He's nearly at 60% battery for Gotting. Maybe looking to launch an attack in the next few laps.
Peel's actually getting quite close to Nydam behind. I wonder if he's going to go for a move, because he seems to be deploying a lot more battery than Nydam is at the minute. He's running at about 30% less battery. But the issue is, it is a massive DRS train, so it's very hard to make a move.
It's very true. I think Caspers picked up a 3 second. So Caspers has been running wide. I thought I saw that a few laps ago. Well, there you just saw.
I wouldn't be surprised if we've seen a Fox Johnson 3-second time penalty coming in soon, because he seems to be running wide.
Well, let's ignore the penalty for now, because Caspers is closing up and pulling alongside Alex Fox Johnson into the braking zone, round the outside of the Mercedes. Looks like he's got the move done here, maybe. As Alex Fox Johnson can't defend from that. The DRS and the overspeed was just too much. But running up the hill, I wonder if we're going to see a re-attack from Alex Fox Johnson. He's looking for the outside line, maybe, just setting himself up better for this corner, which might give him the momentum now to attack into the next. Maybe looking for the outside line once again. Not quite giving him the opportunities there.
Pull right out of that one.
He
Otherwise
did.
He's slammed straight in the back of Caspers. But Fox Johnson with this lower wing setup, I think it's definitely looking good for him when he gets onto the DRS straight. That's for sure. He's going to be wanting to get on there as fast as possible. He needs to lose as little time as he can to Caspers on these downforce intensive corners.
But what, of course, we've got to look out for now is Gossing, who's been holding back for a few laps, recharging his battery. Alex Fox-Johnson could be vulnerable here as we head down the pit straight. Gotting is closing. Alex Fox-Johnson taking a defensive line. Gotting going to go around the outside here at turn 1. Looks like he's got the move done before the corner even ends. Alex Fox-Johnson now down into P3. He's lost 2 positions in less than a lap there.
You know what has happened for him there? He seemed to be defending so resiliently against Caspers, and then out of nowhere, just bang, P3.
I think it just didn't work well with the fact Caspers just flew up behind him, and then Gotting also just been holding back for a few laps, so he's got a lot of battery to play with here.
Gotting's nearly fallen out of the DRS of Caspers. He does have the DRS helping down the back straight, which is going to help him catch up, but he was he was 9/10 behind there.
Yeah, he was. No, he cannot, and these guys now can't afford to pick up a 3-second time penalty because that means they've got to re-overtake Caspers here.
What's the strategy looking like for the medium runners? Do you know when they're going to go in?
Let's have a look at the tide information here. As we've got 10 laps on Katana's mediums, but the rest of the medium runners, Skowski obviously starting on the soft compound, so he's on a bit of a alternate strategy here to the rest, and then which one's in P11?
It's Van Tende.
Van Tende on the brand new mediums. Could be mixing it up a little bit here, but I think Katana we might see in the next few laps. I think like between lap 13, 15, somewhere around there, we'll see the medium runners coming in. I think the hard runners will probably extend to the softs. It wouldn't surprise me. The softs do go off pretty quick round here though, so I wonder if we see anyone taking the risk to the mediums.
One thing to point out right now actually is Caspers is flashing quite badly in front of Gotten and Fox-Johnson, but he's lost about half a second that lap.
Yeah, Gotting's still got a lot of battery to play about with it. He only used about 10% to get that move done on Fox-Johnson. So we could see a move maybe sizing up for Gotting. I don't think it'll be this lap. As Rico picking up a penalty there, 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. That's his second one of the race. Gotting is closing massively. He's got the overspeed on him as he runs down into the chicane now. He's going to be taking the outside line. Caspers nearly snaps into him. Yeah, taking too much inside curb. I wonder if Fox-Johnson's going to be thinking of a move here. I don't think he will. I think the drive from Caspers and Gotting is going to nullify any chance of that. As Gotting now takes the lead of the race. It is back to Gotting leading this race just as it was on lap 1. I think.
Something like that. God, who knows?
I think it was.
So long ago.
Yeah.
We're already nearly halfway in this race. That's mad.
It just shows what. Don't keep Sven Nydam and Myron Peel out. They're just behind.
I know
Alex
these
Johnson.
guys. Those two are keeping up. These two are playing the smart game.
Not once have they been out of DRS, but Peel is using quite a lot of battery to keep up, it seems. But as long as he can stay within the DRS, I don't see why you could count him out.
See, what would be interesting is if
It's here comes the medium, medium hard strategy then.
I was going to say what would be interesting to see is if Caspers, Gotting and Fox-Johnson decide to change to the softs late in the race. Nydam and Peel have the opportunity of going onto the mediums and trying to find the undercut. But it'll be interesting to see what they're going to do here, because it doesn't seem like they have the pace. Either they're playing it smart, they don't have the pace of the top 3 at the moment. But let's see, as Caspers might be looking to retake the lead of this race once again.
He's definitely not gaining as much time as Gotten was on him the previous lap, and I don't think he's going to go for the move yet.
No, he's not.
Van Tende with the fastest lap on those fresh mediums, to be expected. Peel picks up a 3-second time penalty. So maybe we can count him out now.
So I wonder if that will cause a ruckus at the Aston Martin pit wall, and they might decide to change up some kind of strategy to you know, make the most of this now. Don't have much to lose. 12 seconds to Van Tende. Is it on the hards?
Oh wait, who's 11 seconds where?
Van Tende to Peel. Oh no, Van. I don't know.
Van Tende to Katana's.
Oh, and Fox-Johnson into the pit lane.
Oh wow, wow.
That is an early pit for mediums.
Ooh. Now this is gonna flip it on its head a little bit. I wonder if he's trying to pressure these guys into a pit stop.
It could also affect Sven Nydam if he doesn't get back into the DRS of Casper's, because he's fallen out of that train now as Fox Johnson's went into the pit lane.
Sven
So-
did have the DRS on this the straight they just got out of, so
He seems to be just about within DRS, but he's using a lot of battery push and stay within it as of now.
Oh, and Casper's going very wide there, and off track
Really
again
wide.
maybe. Could be another warning picked up for the Ferrari man there. As let's see, does Sven Nydam have the DRS here? I don't. Oh, he does. He does.
He does.
He's managed to grab it one more time, but will
Because
he?
of another 3-second time penalty. Fox Johnson has come out in some pretty clear air. He's got 3 seconds to the car ahead and 4.5 seconds to the car behind.
But he was in the prime position there to pressure these two into a pit stop, because if he starts pulling out, you know, half a second a lap on these guys now, he could end up, if they pit in the normal pit window, he could end up a few
Yeah.
seconds up the road.
But if he gets the undercut and gains, you know, maybe a second or two, then he is in, you know, a crucial position, breaking the DRS.
He's
That's
also
exactly what I mean.
he's also taking a big risk here, because he's if there's a safety car comes out now, that could be the end of his race. It could put him down the order, because obviously he'll want to pit again to reduce the fact that his tyres might explode. Is this Sven Nydam into the pits? Also Gotting as well. And Peel. So it's just Casper's now out there on the hard compound tyres leading this race. Very interesting. Very
Ryan Kennedy
interesting.
in as well to double stack at McLaren.
This is the Alex Fox Johnson effect. So let's see. Will Fox Johnson come out ahead of these guys? Obviously he's had to deal with tyre warm up as well. Let's see. He's coming down the pit straight now. This could be close between Gotting and Nydam. And it looks like they've come out ahead. Gotting has, Nydam hasn't, so he's just slotted back into the position he was already in. But he's got the warmer medium, so he could close up substantially in this first sector.
Substantially.
All right, okay, shut up. You
Not
should
sure,
try
mate.
commentating sometime, mate. But here goes Fox Johnson through turn 6 on the power once again. Gotting will be struggling to warm those medium tyres up. Well, it's a very tyre abrasive circuit. But it looks like Fox Johnson has got the measure on him here. Pulling into the slipstream, and they're going to be really, really close going down the straight, side by side, for the Mercedes and the Haas.
Neither car is deploying an ERS.
They're not. And Gotting, ooh, Fox Johnson flying it into that corner. I thought there was contact there. These two
There is
keeping it
contact.
pretty clean so far.
Gotting did just have contact with the rear wheel of Fox Johnson there. Nothing major, but
But
yeah,
Fox Johnson's
Fox
through.
Johnson got a bit squiggly on the.
squiggly.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he did have a bit of a
Casper's,
snap.
Casper's into the pits.
One thing worth noting actually is Schrainmakers ahead of Fox Johnson here.
He does have a stupid amount of penalties.
Yeah, but is he going to try and play a T game here?
I'm not sure.
Could.
Ooh.
Keep in mind that as it stands, Gotting will probably get the best of Alex, given he will have 1 lap fresher tyres.
Yeah, but Fox Johnson could have a chance of taking the lead here. Actually, I think his teammates actually just giving Fox Johnson the toe and the DRS down the pit straight here.
Casper's
Casper's
out of
is
pit lane
coming
now.
out right now.
And he's been overtaken by
Both of
both
them.
Fox Johnson and Gotting.
But Fox Johnson's still behind Schrainmakers here. Schrainmakers
Johnson
seems to be an
not
absolute
wide.
bullet in a straight line. Oh, there is a bit of backing up going on here from Schrainmakers, taking a defensive line into nearly every corner, and definitely not getting onto the throttle as soon as he can. Alex Fox Johnson is going to be screaming in that helmet. He's going to be wanting to get past the Ferrari here, down the DRS straight. Schrainmakers maybe not getting the best exit because of the defending, and he's also flashing with ERS. He's used all his battery he can. There's a bit of pushing going on. Alex Fox Johnson's going to go for the inside line. There's close margins as they come into the chicane now. Alex Fox Johnson down the inside on the brakes and takes the lead of this race away from Schrainmakers. Oh no,
It's not a lead.
well,
P2.
you know what I mean.
But yeah, we know what you mean.
See, Gotting, though, going for a move on Trainmakers, and
Trainmakers have let him through.
he just let him through. He didn't fight him at
Trainmakers
all, and he
just
even
let him
lifted a
through.
bit.
Well, he'll want him
Even
to, won't he?
lifted a
He'll
bit,
he'll
but
want
let
him to. He'll want him to. He'll want him to go fight Fox
Right up
Johnson
there.
so that Caspers can keep up. But let's see. Will Schrainmakers play some games with the McLaren and the Aston Martin? No, he's letting them through as well. He's not letting Peel through though. Interesting strategic strategic ideas
Whoa.
He
here.
had a massive snap though, and Peel's gonna get straight through anyways, it would seem.
I think that is the
Doesn't
last
need
of
to
the
let him through,
drivers
he'll just get through.
to come into the pit. Skalski back into the pit on a 2-stop strategy here today. On the softs, mediums, and I think probably back onto the softs or the medium. I don't know. It's probably soft, medium, medium.
Yeah, he's going on to the mediums. So yep, soft, medium, medium.
But these three have been joint at the hip all race. Casper's still nursing that 3-second time penalty. I don't know how many more wins Gotting and Fox Johnson are on, but as it stands, Casper's, ooh, you'd be finishing P4, and Nidam will take the last spot on the podium. But Nidam and Peel now both outside the DRS of these top three.
Caspers needs to really make use of the. He has the freshest tires out of the top 5, so he really needs to make use of those if he's to get a podium.
Rainmakers with another 3-second time penalty, which puts him on 12 seconds.
But here comes Gotting looking for the outside line of Alex Fox Johnson. We saw them do this at the start of the race. They're both flashing, both been using as much battery as they can now as they come
More
into
contact.
turn 11. Fox Johnson on the inside, Rainmakers on the Gotting on the outside. Gotting looking for the inside line here of turn 12. As Fox Johnson still on the outside of this corner, you can hear him. He's off track. Joins the track. Gets a 3-second time penalty.
And Casper's gonna go for up the inside, around the outside of the last corner. Fox Johnson, I think.
Oh, it's a
Casper's
close
set
stuff.
up,
Fox
set
Johnson
up,
on the inside of three, and they're 3 wide coming down the straight. Fox Johnson on the inside. Casper's on the right. Gotting has to settle for P3 after all of that. The fastest lap now taken by Wesley Caspers. Caspers back into the lead of this race. Through goes Caspers. Crazy
Well,
stuff.
That was quite something.
Now, but can't. Thing is, I would say Alex might have his penalty removed, but
Yeah, I
I'll
would
have
say
to-
it depends on how tough the battling was, really.
Yeah, that remains to be seen, but
He'll only get
Caspers
removed though
needs
if he doesn't
to-
pick another one up this race. So he's got to be careful here.
Say they don't get him removed. Caspers and Alex really need to pick up the pace. If
Otherwise, they're gonna finish P4, P3, and P4.
Another thing worth
Yeah.
noting though is Nidam would currently finish P2.
That is true.
And if Gotting picks up a penalty, I mean, Van Loos just said I can definitely see Nidam winning this. So if these guys keep fighting as hard as they do, yeah, it could turn on the quiet boys in the back. Peel actually picking up a penalty a little bit earlier on, which could have
There's a yellow
ruined his
flag
chances
for,
at podium there.
Kasper Skalski.
Oh, Skalski.
His strategy was never really working out for him, you know, but
I don't know, it could have done, it could have done. I don't know how much time he lost on that spin, but
there's a little train forming for the move on P8 here. You've got Katana, Van Tende, and Kennedy all in within half a second of each other.
you do. This could get a bit spicy as well, fighting for those last few points inside the top 10. As Casper's now setting the fastest lap. I think Fox Johnson is nearly falling out of DRS, if I'm not wrong. Or is he close up a bit there?
7/10 right now, but Kasper's is absolutely drained of battery. He has less than 10%.
that will affect his performance overall. But he is recharging quick.
Yeah, true. Wow.
Jeff, your vice team principal is happy that you've gained 1 position. You're not P13 anymore.
True. Because of a DNF car.
He's losing his job.
Getting sacked in the morning.
Oh, Skalski's into the pits. Did he get damage from that spin?
I'm not sure. It looked like he just went out onto the blue strips on the side of the track, but
Actually,
Maybe-
I
My
do.
vice team principal will be even happier because we gained 2 positions now.
not yet. You haven't. And now you have. He's back onto the softs to Skalski with a new front wing.
He really loves his softs, doesn't he?
Oh, but here
Yeah.
comes Van Tende looking for the inside line here on Katana, and Kennedy trying to eye up a move in the background as well. Didn't quite find the space that he needed there on the inside.
He's got a drive though.
Kennedy
going
did
on the
get a drive.
outside.
He's going around the outside here at the very high speed right hander.
Yeah.
Is there going to be any contact? No, but Kennedy's through. What a move that was, round the outside of the Alpine.
He's right on the back of Katana now. All of a sudden, he's got overspeed at every single corner. Is he going to go up the inside? No.
He thought about it. He's
really
run very
wide.
deep though, and that might invite Van Tende back up the inside, but it doesn't.
Rainmakers have picked up a 5-second time penalty for speed in the pit lane, puts him on 17 seconds of
Believe-
time penalty.
Wow.
That might be Rainmaker's race over.
Possibly, but here comes Kennedy up the inside of the final corner.
Ooh.
He thought about a move.
Will the medium
He's not going to stick though, but
drive?
Katana on the hard compound tyres and Shinemaker's
Your speed.
into the pit, but here comes Kennedy down the straight using all the DRS he can. The DRS assistant's helping him along into turn 1. It's going to be Kennedy leading Katana, leading Van Tende.
Contact there, Katana hitting the back of Kennedy, but that's affected Katana more than it has Kennedy. And Van Tende is going to go up the inside to have Katana, it looks like.
He's looking for it into turn 3. He's going to have to settle back down into P9. But it's a good attempt there from Van Tende, and Kennedy already seems to be pulling away. As it looks like Gotting is closing up on Fox Johnson as well. Or is
Johnson
that...
is out of the DRS.
The DRS gap.
He has. But also, Nidam and Peel are back in it. They're back in the DRS train from P2.
If they can stay in this, then it's looking really good for I mean, if Gotting gets a penalty and Nidam keeps it clean, then that's a free race win right there from finishing 4th.
Yeah, well, I mean, Gotting's going to get a free race win at this rate. He's
Very
still
true.
within it. But this has been a very, very spicy race. It's going to be more exciting for Tier 2 and Tier 3, where we'll hopefully have more drivers. I don't know why people hate this track so much. Look at the
terrible.
action we've had today.
Terrible.
No, it's not.
Nobody likes driving France.
I do.
Luke Martin
No,
would disagree.
Yeah, the only reason this track's really on the calendar is not because it's out next game, it's because you want
Oh.
Luke Martin to have a chance.
I believe...
So, Luke Martin paid off Conor Ratcliffe confirmed.
Yes.
Yes.
I believe I just may have seen Alex Fox Johnson cut turn 1, but I do not know. If anyone was paying more attention than me, then let me know. But
Absolutely not,
it
mate.
looked...
Casper
ooh.
seemed to run wide there as well. I don't know if anyone saw that. But
This-
Casper seemed to keep on running wide there. If he gets a 6-second time penalty, then God. That is massive L. Large L.
Chat,
Very
while we are in this kind of quiet lull in the race, do you want me to check the race director and see how many warnings people are on? Or
I'll do
yeah,
it,
one
I'll
of you
do
two do it. Yeah.
Okay, it's doing that thing where you try and open it. Okay, there we go. Fox Johnson. 3 warnings.
3 warnings for Fox Johnson. How many is Gotting on?
Casper's is on 5.
Oh,
Ooh.
And
Casper's.
Gotten on 2.
So they're
Oh,
both
chat
kinda
is
neck-
chat is
Nidam.
spamming no.
Nidam's also on 2, but one of them was a double warning.
Interesting. Don't give away
Cheers.
spoilers.
Yes, for spoilers.
What do you mean? It's the race. What? I am so confused how that is spoilers. Anyway. There's still a bit of a battle going on for P7 now, as Makers came into the pits. But it looks like they're all keeping station at the moment. Kennedy seems to be nearly bridging a second gap out to Katana. Katana actually still with
second
a
gap,
3-second penalty, but Van Tende's into the pits. Van Tende into the pit lane. I'm not too sure if this is for wing damage.
Actually, no, did he not box onto the mediums really early or something?
Possibly.
He is on
Yeah,
10
he's
lap
going onto
old
the, he's going onto the softs, and
Okay.
he isn't getting a front wing change, so no, he just went onto the softs.
Well, Shrainmaker's still with that 12-second penalty, and Katana with the 3. He has a chance, maybe.
Rainmakers with another 3-second time penalty, now on 20 seconds of time penalty.
Oh my god.
Maybe we can count him out of this race, not sure yet though.
Oh! Is Fox Johnson back in within DRS range?
Mate, he's been back in DRS range
He
for like a
was,
lap.
yeah.
Has he? Oh.
Yeah.
I was looking at chat saying
Casper's
that we
broke
spoiled the
it,
race for
but
them.
then it got.
Yeah, we spoiled a live race.
Oh,
Oh.
Last 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, 9
it's almost
seconds
like
now.
if you were
I'm
walking.
not gonna lie, I
The
slightly
ice-
soil myself every time I see a penalty in case it's Nidam or Gotten. 'Cause that would be spicy.
Says we spoiled the race, but they show you in real life as well how many track warnings the drivers are on.
Fox Johnson's fallen out of the DRS once again. Is he? He
But
hasn't got it down the
he-
straight,
He has.
does he? No, he doesn't. His rear wing's slammed shut.
It's open for me.
It's shut for me. And Gotten was gaining on him anyways, so I think you can conclude that Fox Johnson did not have the DRS there.
You're an engineer and you were listening. You can, if you have Team Telem, you can see how many warnings people are on anyway.
That is true.
Oh! Fox Johnson with a massive snap! He must have lost about a second there to Casper's ahead. That could really cost this train the win of this race. Kaspers has just got not get another warning now and pick up the 6-second penalty. It looks like Gotting may be eyeing up a move here on Fox Johnson, and he is. He's looking for the outside line now into the chicane. We've seen this a few laps ago as Fox Johnson gets a big step on that inside curve, but drops down to P3. Gotting now up into second place.
As it stands, Gotting is going to win.
He is.
And Nidam is still going to get P2.
Would this be Gotting's first win?
Believe so.
I don't watch TR1, to be honest. I just comment it when I'm needed.
Believe it will be.
I thought Fox Johnson was gone there as well. Well, that was a massive snap. But that has cost him a position. It's cost the train maybe a second to Kaspers, or at least a good few tenths. As
I think it was about half a second.
Pardon?
Oh, I think it was just about half a second.
Half a second. I'm surprised it wasn't more. That was a huge snap. But now Gotting is going to be leading this train away and trying to close him up to the back of Wesley Kaspers, who has been using a lot of battery, but it looks like Gotting's maybe using more because he's flashing that red light at the back of the Haas. That just cost Gotting his win. No, it didn't. Yeah. Well, never mind after that. Nidam actually using a lot of the ERS as well by the looks of things. Perhaps trying to recuperate himself after that that huge slowdown in the train. I didn't really see what happened. I don't know if anyone got backed up into one another, but
no, Nidam was never backed up by them two, but I don't think he wants to get stuck behind Fox Johnson if Fox Johnson does start to fall off, because he is on.
Peel. Sorry, Peel was looking for a move there, maybe down the inside, but I think.
Oh, the 3-second time penalty.
6 seconds now for Wesley Kaspers. That could put him. That's going to put him behind Fox Johnson and Peel, maybe, if this train starts to close up once again. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it puts him behind. It puts him P4. But Peel on the inside of Nidam.
Peel on the inside of Nidam now. These two side by side. Peel looking for a move round the outside now at turn 12. They're thinking of it, but I think Peel's got that move done. And that's a lovely move there, but it has cost him a lot of time. Peel maybe not thinking with his head here, but that could have cost him more than he thought. It could have cost him. He might have overtaken someone, but it could still cost him 2 positions now.
I'm not sure why he did that.
Warren is really happy with Kaspers' penalty.
Luke, you spelt his name wrong. His name is spelt like this.
Wow.
So let's have a look here. Can we work out where people are going to finish in this race? I really can't work that out. Can anyone? Oh, Trainmaker's into the pits again. I think he's on. Is he done like 4 pit stops now?
2.
2? Is this his second?
Yes, it's his second stop.
Second.
Wow, it feels like he's been in a lot more than that.
Skalski has.
Oh, it's this Fox Johnson looking for a P2 once again. He's going down the inside of Gotting into the chicane. These two love doing that into the chicane. Alex Fox Johnson on the inside and Gotting on the outside. But it doesn't look like it's going to pay off for Fox Johnson, or is it? He's still alongside the Haas driver. Up the hill into turn 10. Oh, it's going to be so close coming through here. One tap, it could send one of them off spinning into the wall. Fox Johnson very close margins there as he turns in, looking for the switch back down the inside of Gotting. Oh, it's wheel-to-wheel stuff now as they come into turn 12. Fox Johnson sends it down the inside. Is there going to be room left for him to get the move? A little bit of wheel banging, but no. Fox Johnson's going to have to settle back down into P3.
That's put Peel right into the DRS of Fox Johnson, though.
It has, and it's still allowing Kaspers to get away here. Every moment.
Even Nidam on P5, I believe he'll still get P2.
But Fox Johnson, what?
He's holding it. He's holding it for the back straight.
He is. There's Skalski actually coming down the pit lane there in the background.
That's going to cost Fox Johnson quite a bit of time, and he's now out of the penalty of Kaspers, so he would finish behind him.
I think as it stands, it would be. Surely it'd be Gotting, Nidam,
Kaspers,
Fox Johnson, Peel.
Yep.
So it's going to be a bit of a switch up as they cross the line here. We head on to the penultimate lap now. It's going to be an interesting finish to this race. These lot will be getting desperate now, as Fox Johnson might be looking for a move here. Or is Peel going to be looking for a move on Fox Johnson? Is he going to steal another position away from Fox Johnson on the last lap?
Greenmaker's had a spin at the back. That's what the yellow flags are for, before you worry.
Okay, Monk
Ooh,
is
Fox
hyped that you're in P10.
Fox Johnson with a snap and Peel's seem to begin, but he's losing time now. I think those low wings for Fox Johnson are paying off on those 2 straights.
Yeah, but if he is running low wings, then this will invite Peel through Sector 3, the very high downforce sector of the track. As he'll be looking for a better exit nearly every corner here. As Gotting has pulled out a bit of a gap here.
A bit wide there, but to be fair, the better exit, and it has paid off just about.
Trainmakers is lifting on the straight.
What?
Is he low on
potentially? I don't know. Is he potentially going to hold up Gotting?
Oh no.
Surely not. That
Okay.
cannot be.
He was fine to do it before when he was on the same lap as them, but now he's a lap down.
Yeah, that's ridiculous if he does do that.
It is. Or was Ferrari going to take them all out?
He is slowing down on purpose.
really
I
is.
do not like
Yeah.
the look of this. I don't
What is
like
he
the
doing?
look of this. Oh, no.
Oh, he's giving them the DRS actually, I think.
Oh yeah, he probably will be. Let's ride on board with Wesley
He has
Caspers.
He
No,
has
he
not.
hasn't.
Well, boys, mission failed.
Oh.
Maybe it's just for a tour then.
Possibly. As well, let's see. The last lap of the race now.
As it stands, Gotten should win the race with Nidam P2 and then Caspers P3 with Fox Johnson and Peel P4, P5. Unless there's a move made by Peel here for position because of him and Fox Johnson both having a 3-second
Well,
time penalty. It
I'm
looks
hearing-
like it's going to stay that way.
I'm hearing from Luke Martin, the Mercedes team principal, that 2 warnings will get removed. But obviously, that will be decided after the race. So as it stands, yes, it will be Fox Johnson with a 3-second time penalty, but putting him behind Sven Nydam. But Wesley Caspers will cross the line first, but I don't think he's going to win this race. I think it will be Silas Gotting crossing the line in first place here. Oh, wait. Yes, there we go. Silas Gotting crossing the line in P1. Nydam up to P2. As Caspers drops down to P3, Fox Johnson P4, and Myron Peel at P5. Next cross line will be Van Basten in his first race, actually, for the Alpine outfit, I believe. As he crosses the line in P6 with 9 seconds of penalties. Let's see if that will have an effect on his race. As Katana... I don't know, but Katana crosses the line now, and Kennedy up to P6. So he gets ahead of Van Basten and Katana. And next will cross line will be Van Tende, who will he finish ahead of? Yeah, wait, I'm looking at the wrong person. Van Tende crosses the line in P9. Harrington, after all that, Jeff, will get a point.
Last of the points finishers.
Goat.
Goat.
Unlucky for him, but he did well to get a point in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
he didn't have four pit stops and be a lap down for your teammate.
And
didn't
Schrainmakers didn't actually get lapped, so he's going to be coming to complete his final lap, finishing P11 in this race. I think Ferrari would have hoped for more, but hey, it's the best he could have done, I suppose. He would have tried his hardest. He did some great defending for his teammate in the early stages of the race, and does a donut across the line. But that is your race, and Skarsky at the back with the fastest lap as well. But I mean, wow, it was a spicy race at the start. Ryan Kennedy getting driver of the day, obviously with that grid penalty as well, worth noting, put him down into P12, I think. But wow, that was some close stuff.
Very good race to watch, and both commentate.
Absolutely. And here's your race winner, Silas Gotting, taking his first race win, I want to say, here in Amethyst. What the? I've never seen that in my life. Did you see that?
Interesting. Yeah.
I have never ever seen that. That is incredible. Wow. But there he is. The Haas team very happy with that result, as I'm sure they will be in the Discord server as well. And Sven Nydam at the moment keeping P2 ahead of Fox Johnson. Or was it? Yeah, Fox Johnson, who Mate, no, it wasn't. Oh, Casper's. But we don't know if that will be kept in place. Because apparently Fox Johnson can get some penalties removed or warnings removed. But there is your final classification from the F1 game. Remember, not our final classification, because no doubt there will be some penalties to give out for this race,
Or be removed.
or be removed, or be removed. But there you go, and we'll head to interviews, shall we?
In the meantime, everyone shout at Windows for releasing a Windows update just before the bloody race.
Oh wow, what a move that was from them.
Fools.
So nice words from Spiky there in the chat.
Yeah, what a nice wholesome man.
GG, comment you guys. Good stream. See you guys for. Oh, thank you, mate. You won't see Jeff because Jeff will probably be watching football instead of racing.
But
No, I am racing.
yeah, Jeff, I'm going to Wembley to watch your team getting beat by a better team.
And do you know what we might do actually, or what I might do? I don't know if you boys are down, but the esports race has just started. How many are starting? P24 out of 40, which
Yeah, we're gonna have a look. I
could be
wouldn't mind.
interesting. Could be interesting.
I'm definitely not opposed.
Let's get
to that.
some of these interviews done, and then we'll hop over there and see what's going on. But
Oh, Will Lightning, you're too nice.
what's he said?
Goated commentating.
Oh, as always,
What a
Luke Martin in the mud. I'm joking.
Common Luke Martin.
No, we love Luke because I definitely can't do this every Friday night.
Yeah.
Here we go, though. Let's head to the interview box, and we'll bring up some people. Let's see. First of all, if we get our race winner in here. I don't think Gotting's won for interviews, but who
Yeah,
knows?
Yeah. Up the now.
Oh, well, not a very full commentary box. Let's get Fox Johnson up here. Let's just get him up here while we wait for some more people to come in. Welcome up.
Hello.
I mean, first of all, thank you for the show you've put on. That was a very, very entertaining race.
No worries.
And I mean, I'm sure we've heard from your team principal that you will possibly get 2 warnings removed. And
I will indeed.
I think that'll put you P2, right?
P1.
P1? Oh wait, yeah, of course. Yeah, you finished ahead of
And well, it will initially put me P2, but Gotting's going to get a penalty.
right, okay. So but for the most part, I mean, it was very entertaining to watch. We were just saying, very entertaining to commentate. But yeah, I'm sure you're probably feeling a bit hard done by. But from what we saw, it's just a lot of hard racing. And yeah, but do you want to?
Well, it was a lot of fun racing. I know I had the pace to win. I think I was faster than Caspers and Gotting the entire time. But I think I saw the two of them working together, especially Schreimakers with Gotting, letting him past when he clearly held me up. So I feel that is completely unacceptable, seeing as they're not teammates at all. On top of that, I just think Gotting's idea of racing was completely unfair, and I would also say that's unacceptable, pushing me off in places where I was entitled to space.
Yeah, and I wanted to quickly touch on your strategy because I feel like you forced maybe up to 4 or 5 drivers into an early pit stop because you went onto the mediums. What we were saying was relatively early, but did you feel comfortable on the mediums at the end, or was it a gamble you wanted to take?
It was a gamble I wanted to take. We weren't sure if rain was going to turn up because it had said it at the start of the race. So we took a gamble. We thought if we pit a bit earlier, it'll force the rest into a pit stop. Hopefully, we'll get the undercut and we'll be in a better position for when the rain comes. But yeah, I have to thank Spiky for that, my engineer. He did a fantastic job. So yeah, I don't have much more to comment on that.
Well, it was. I think it definitely paid off for you because even though you came up behind Gotten, you had the warmer tyres, got the move done, and then came out ahead of Caspers as well. So it paid off even if the rain didn't come. But either way, great race, mate, and yeah, very entertaining to watch.
Well, thank you very much.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. Alrighty, we'll bring up Is Casper's here? Casper's is here, but Sven finished P2 and Gotting's not come. So we'll get Sven up and right. First of all, welcome and
Oh, thanks.
congratulations on your P2, second podium in a row, and
Yeah, thanks.
I mean what a race! Kept it clean, kept it within the white
That was the
lines.
most important thing, I guess.
Yeah, I mean it shows that keeping it calm, keeping it patient, it really pays off sometimes. And had great pace all race. You even though the front three were fighting, you still, when you fell back out of that second, you were back in there once again, and fighting with Myron as well. I mean, it was some great action there. Do you want to talk us through anything in your race?
Well, yeah, there's nothing really to talk about. Like, I haven't had a boring race as this in a while, but just about keeping it clean. And well, to be honest, I think I had better pace than I expected. I completely not adjusted to my new pedals. I drove for them on like for an hour and a half or something. So I'm just playing around with the settings still. But uh, the most important thing for me was keeping it clean and profit from other their penalties. Uh, so that's what gaining me P2. And yeah, we will see after the post race penalties. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it'll be interesting, but I think with you just having no penalties whatsoever, it wouldn't
Yeah,
surprise me if you're still, up there at least on the top three. But we'll see what happens.
yeah.
We'll see what happens.
I heard penalties would have get removed and Gotting would have get a penalty. I heard that just a second ago. But if Gotting gets a penalty, I'm fairly confident I will get a win then. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
I think if Fox Johnson gets his penalty removed though, then you'll stay in P2,
yeah.
which definitely
yeah,
feels a bad
quick
result.
question: is crossing the pit line completely unacceptable, or
The pit exit line.
no? The pit entry.
No, that's fine on this track. Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Why is it fine on this track and why is it not mentioned in the briefing then?
Well, it's fine in real life to do it on this track.
Yeah, but the rules are not crossing, right, on every track. And if it is
No, not on
is
every.
not mentioned in the briefing,
Not on every track. This track allows it in real life.
okay, because well, for example, Johnson completely crossed it, and I thought that surely is a penalty in my opinion because there is nothing mentioned. You can't cut the pit line. And I lost about like a half a second because I didn't know you can cross it because nobody mentioned it. But never mind then.
Oh well.
In
I
my
mean,
opinion, this should be mentioned, or it should be not possible at all. But that's me.
well, either way, I mean, you still got the P2 out of it regardless. You can't be too upset with that. Another podium, 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, yeah, it was okay. It was okay. It was fine.
Feeling good for Spa.
I hope I can get a little more time on the pedals then and get used to them. So if I get used to them a little bit more, I might be able to get another podium. I feel it good, so my pace is okay and I can keep it clean. So let's hope for some special things again, I guess.
Well, that's good to hear, and I'll look forward to it. That's for sure. Do you have any more to say?
No, nothing. Congrats to Wesley from pulling away. He had great pace again,
All right,
but
great job, mate.
unfortunate for the penalty. Yeah, thank you.
See you later.
Yo.
Okay, time to bring up Casper's, and should we bring Marco up? We'll have.
Hello.
Should we bring Marco up? I'm sure we should. We'll have Marco. Hello, then, boys.
Yeah,
Casper,
hello.
you've
Good.
got to be disappointed with the penalties there.
Yeah, I just know it before. I just switched from paddles this week, so I'm very weak on it now. I need to get used to them. I was quite surprised that I even had like pace to fight for the front. Because yeah, I just my pace was kind of shit this race. Also, my qualifying, like the time trial was fine, but then qualify was like 4 tenths up, and then I had a validation for the second time. Oh no, I spun at the second run, and I just invalidated on the third run. So yeah, I'm not really surprised that I was not on the pace this week. Yeah, I had a lot of time penalties. Very unfortunate. Just a little bit off the track. Yeah, what can I say about it? Hopefully next week my pace is going to be better, and then I'm used to my pedals, and hopefully can go faster than I ever was.
I mean, I'm not sure about your pace needing to be better because you did have some pretty dominant pace. Just the penalties letting you down. So as long as you keep it tidy, I don't see why you couldn't run away with yet another race.
Yeah, true. It's just I'm not confident on my brake, you know. It's very different than I had. Like my previous pedals, they are nearly broken, so they're not good. But I was somehow fast with it. The pedals are good, so I need to get used to them. Maybe the settings are not correct now, but yeah. It just needs some time, and if I'm get used to these pedals, think I'm gonna go faster than I ever was. So yeah. Just this race was just surviving, just get the points where I can. Um, I think next week is going to be a lot better than this week. Sometimes you don't have the best pace on track.
I
That's how
mean,
it goes.
is Spa one of your favorite tracks?
Yeah, last season my pace was decent on it. I don't know. It's going to be close, but let's see next week.
And do you or Marco, do either of you have anything more to add?
I
Um,
mean, I'll let Wesley go first.
no, just I don't have to say anything.
I was in class, so I was just watching the race
Oh
the
yeah, I
entire
forgot about
day.
that. You were
I
what
didn't
a
see
class act.
anything. I feel bad for my guys because none of the engineers were able to come today. But
I mean, either way, you still can't be disappointed. You did get on the podium in the end, and that's never a bad result.
yeah, podium's a podium.
Exactly, mate. Well, good race, Caspers, and I'm sure we'll probably see you on the podium again next week. And yeah, I mean, gotta wait for Connor now, but see you later, boys. Good job.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
All right, and
I
now.
am here. I am
Oh,
here.
perfect timing. That was beautiful.
No, I know.
Oh, was he just sat
For
waiting?
specific reasons.
Planned.
Anyway, I
was all
am
planned.
Getting
going
this race
to raid Hamsey's ACC race. Let's all put in chat Hamadir for the win because we're all supporting him, obviously. And
Here is the go.
guys, drop these guys a follow as well. We are going to be doing a few races with Gleek Official, and they will be covering in every Friday night. So it will be a good little second race for the people that might get home a little bit later, don't have time to watch the tier 1 race, and enjoy the viewing.